Okay, so we're going to start this off with our very first glitch. It's called the Hydroclip glitch. This basically lets you go right through the ground on any surface, and it's pretty cool. What you're going to be needing is any weapon, a steering stick, and a hydrant. So all you need to do is fuse the hydrant to your weapon, and this glitch is pretty easy. Then go ahead and stand on top of the steering stick. Don't control it, just stand right on top of it. And what you're basically going to do is equip a different weapon than the weapon you're currently holding that's as the same type. So right now I have a sword, so you'd want to equip a different sword. Then re-equip the weapon you have a hydrant fused to it. And then go ahead and go to recall. And basically what you're going to do is throw the weapon, and right after you throw it, use recall. Just like this. So now what's basically going to happen is that you need to wait 30 seconds to about 1 minute. I'd recommend waiting around to 1 minute for the game to overload. So now we just wait. Alright, now it has been about 1 minute. So now what you're going to do is press B and then spam A to get onto the steering stick. So once you get onto the steering stick, you should have gone straight through the ground. And then you might see some pretty weird stuff, like if you clip through the ground on the surface, you're probably going to be seeing a lot of water. This glitch isn't really useful, but you can do some pretty cool stuff if you just want to have fun with it. Alright, this next glitch is an item duplication glitch. I have made videos thoroughly explaining the whole process on how to do that. I'd recommend watching those videos. But I'm going to be showing a quick way to do it in this video, and it's pretty easy to do. And there's multiple ways to do it, but I'm going to do my favorite way to do it and probably my easiest way to do it. So what you're going to need is mineral and at least 4 of the items you're going to duplicate. You can't have any more than 4. So what you're going to do first is get on top of mineral, go into your inventory and disable mineral. And then hold the item you want to duplicate, and remember it must be less than 4. And then once you've holded 3 of those items, go ahead and go to your adventure log and watch 2 memories. You can go ahead and skip them. Now once you do that, you can go ahead and press B. And once you do that, you should see Minoru disappear, and Link should look like he's not holding anything. But once you go into your inventory, you should see him holding the items that you were going to duplicate. So once you do that, go ahead and throw the amount of items you're holding onto the ground, just like that. So go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and throw 3 of them onto the ground, and you should see it go into the negatives. And then once you do that, you're going to go into your inventory and hold any item. Then throw it onto the ground, and you should see the item you're trying to duplicate be duplicated onto the ground. And this is really easy to do, and you can do this multiple times. Alright, so this next glitch is a weapon duplication glitch. I have shown videos on how to do this glitch before if you want to watch them instead, but this is just a quick way to do it. And you'll also be needing a donor weapon, which is basically a bad weapon. And you're also going to be needing a couple of steering sticks, but other than that, that's all you're going to need for this glitch. Alright, let's get into it. Alright, so the first thing you're going to want to do is head over to the Hantano East Well, which is inside of Hantano Village. There's a shrine pretty close by it, so you can teleport to that. And first thing you're going to do is make sure you save before you do this glitch, just in case you mess up. Now you're going to go down the well, and you should see 2 tunnels. You're going to go ahead and go to the one to your right. If you haven't came into this cave before, there might be rocks here, so you'll need to clear them out. And this is really going to be the only hard part in this glitch. So basically, as I said, we're going to be needing some steering sticks, so you can go ahead and get one out. And what we're going to do is that you'll see there's a like over there. We're going to do this special glitch that you usually do for a lot of other glitches, but also works for this one. We're going to get on the steering stick basically right before the like eats us. I can explain this better. So you'll notice right when you get on the steering stick and the like's about to eat you, it has a little ball in its mouth, and the ball will pulse 5 times. And right on the 5th pulse, that's when you're going to want to get on the steering stick. So I'll show you. You'll definitely mess up the first couple of times. I never get it on the first try, so it might take me a couple of tries to do it. Yeah, I didn't do it that time. I'll let you guys know when I do it. Okay guys, so I just did it. You'll know that definitely after he eats you, your camera will zoom out in a weird position and you should turn invisible. And you should notice, yeah, right now he's actually spitting you out, but you're invisible, so you're gonna wait and he'll eat you again. Yeah, and now we're uninvisible. So now you're gonna head back to the entrance of the cave. And yeah, that part can definitely be really hard and tricky, but after you get a lot of practice, trust me, it will get a lot easier. So now what we're going to need to do is ascend out of our cave, but you might notice when I press down L to go into our runes ability, I can only go out to Ultra Hand, which was the last thing I used. I can't go into my wheel thing, and you might notice it will be locked, and that's okay because it will be locked. Just to unlock it, get out a steering stick and stand on it. And then just go to ascend and you can ascend out of the cave. It's pretty easy. Okay, and you might notice that after you get out of the cave, you're going to be invisible, which is okay. That is normal. So the next thing you're going to do is go into your inventory and get out another steering stick. You'll also notice you won't be able to move, and what we're going to need to do is stand on top of the steering stick. But since we can't move, we're going to go to our adventure log and watch a memory. You can skip the memory, but right after we watch the memory, we're going to have a split second to move, and once you do that, we're going to try to go and stand on top of the steering wheel. Alright, there we go. It might take you more than one try, but that's okay. So now we're going to move this steering stick really close to the well, like maybe right here would be good. Okay, so now what you're going to do is stand on top of the edge of the well. Make sure you don't go back down. Just stand on top of the little edge. And now you are going to select the weapon you want to duplicate. And then you're going to step back down. And you will notice that you'll turn invisible. Alright, so now once you're invisible, you're going to equip that donor weapon that we got earlier. You're going to equip it for your weapon, sword, shield, and bow and arrow. Get our bow. And now what we're going to do is actually drop the weapon. And then we're going to do what we did earlier, where we watch a memory quickly and then jump onto the steering stick. You can skip it. Oh, well, I didn't get onto the steering stick fast enough, but you did see that our weapons did duplicate, so I can go ahead and do it again.
There we go, and now I'm out of the invisible state and I can collect my items back again. And as you see, the donor weapon that we have is gone and is now replaced with that OP weapon that we want to duplicate. And there is a slight chance that the weapon might fall down the well, and unfortunately you are not able to get it back if it falls down the well. And the good news is that this glitch can actually be repeated. So if we just get back up on top of here, equip the weapon we want to duplicate, and fall back down, equip our donor weapon, then drop the weapon, and then watch another memory. And get on the steering stick. We can repeat this process as many times as you want. So it's really nice and easy. So you don't have to go back down and do the like thing again. But yeah, other than that, this is pretty much the entire glitch. It's pretty easy.
Next glitch is really easy to do and gets you infinite bomb flowers. I have made a whole video on how to do this before. I'd recommend watching that, but this is a quick way to do it.
Alright guys, so the first step is that you want to come to this little beach area right next to Gliok Bridge. This area is close to the outskirts stable and the Coliseum that has a Gliok in it. And then once you come here, you should see a battle talus with some bokoblins on it. So first, you're going to need Majora's Mask, or either a Majora's Mask or the bokoblin mask, which the Majora's Mask can be found in the underground Coliseum. So what we're going to try to do now is kill the battle talus without killing any of the bokoblins. So I find the best way to do this is equip a strong bow. Then you're going to want to fly in, and without shooting any of the bokoblins, try to kill the battle talus. You might notice that the bokoblins will get mad at you, and that'll probably happen, and that's okay. If that's the case, throw a puff shroom at the ground, and then they should become passive again. Alright, so now the bokoblins are friendly, and make sure you still have the mask on, or else they'll try to attack you. Alright, so now the next step is that you're going to get a homing cart and a zone ice stake. You only need one, I didn't get two, so you don't need this one. And now you'll get the stake, put it in the ground, and then put the homing cart upside down attached to the top of the stake. Like that. And turn it on. And then you should notice the bokoblins will target the stake. We'll try to attack it. Alright, so now the next step you're going to do is come over to one of the bokoblins that's throwing bombs, like this guy right here. We're going to get right next to him. So now you notice that when he picks up a bomb and is about to throw it, you can collect it. So as you see, right when he holds it in his hand and is about to throw it, you're going to want to collect it, like that. And make sure you're not collecting any of the bombs from the little basket in the back, like what I just did, because you'll notice they'll take it away from the basket, and if he doesn't have any more bombs in the basket, he will stop throwing them. So once you do this, you can pretty much do this as long as you want. As long as the homing cart is on, you might run out of battery, but that's okay, because the bokoblins may still attack it. And then you can just wait for it to recharge and turn it back on. And as you see, if I take all of the bomb flowers from its basket, it'll just start to throw rocks. If you do accidentally do that, this battle talus has 2 bokoblins that throw bombs. So you can just come over here and steal it from them.
Alright guys, thank you for watching. I hope this was helpful for you. Now you know how to do all these glitches. If you haven't already, please subscribe. It'll help a lot, and leave a like. Thanks for watching.